People say I'm a troublemaker, but it runs in the family. That day, my brother woke me up early in the morning.
Adaria, Marita, get up! A handsomely mysterious masked gentleman has run off with your sword!
Really? Where did he go? I'll catch up to him.
No, he was too agile and so acrobatic.
No challenge can stand up to Adalia de Volador. Only one way he could have gone. Hand over my sword, and let's settle this with a duel. Wait! You look familiar somehow.
I'm not who you think I am, Volador, but perhaps you have heard of me. For I am El Vigilante, the most daring warrior of justice. Be it true what they say, that thou hast vowed to protect and prove to me that you are equal to the task. Complete my trials, and if you succeed, not only shall I shall allow you to join me as my devoted sidekick. Together, we will fight the Count Duke, and justice shall prevail.
My, such a lot of victories, but I will gladly face yours, for I will emerge victorious.
Victorious, your brother, will be so proud of how you fought today.
Well, my brother should tell his vigilante friend not to go mistaking recklessness for heroism. He can take it from me. I'm the perfect example when it comes to committing that error.
Ay de mí. You're right. I'm a disaster, aren't I?
You are, Manito. But you should never be afraid of losing. Losing is how you learn to win. What's Adalia de Volador doing in prison? Well, funny you should ask, because I'd like to know too. There I was, just minding my own business, when the Count Duke's lackeys arrested me for no good reason. For the third time this week. This is harassment. When I escape, I will be lodging a formal complaint.
Adalia dearest, how are you finding your new accommodation? I trust you're settling in well.
Well, the Count Duke paying me a visit. Taking a break, shaking down the townsfolk for taxes, are you?
Taxing citizens is perfectly within my right, and so is putting seditious radicals like you behind bars where you belong.
I see. And what did you have me arrested for this time?
This time I thought I would arrest you before I set my plans in motion. I will conduct my affairs free from you pesky meddling. Guards, keep an eye on Doña Volador. Make sure she stays put for once.
Count Duke! Stop this nonsense now! Wait, I'm sorry, but are those caricatures?
What is she doing here? I gave specific orders for that reckless reprobate to stay in her jail for once. Doña Volador, you will leave before I have you arrested again!
Increíble! You are risking blowing up this whole city just to get rid of a few silly paintings, and you call me reckless?
The production of seditious art cannot go unpunished! I will not have the dignity of my office insulted by this grotesque mockery! Besides, they look nothing like me!
You see no resemblance at all?
No!
In that case, let's improve the likeness by rearranging your face. Or more?
Cheater! Reprobate! This won't go unpunished! Just you wait!
The Count Duke was hell-bent on destroying these portraits. But I'm nothing if not a passionate defender of the art. So I made sure everyone in town could see the masterpieces. The Count Duke has really outdone himself this time. he's gone and taken possession of the keys to the city. Thanks to an absurd law, he'll be able to declare himself absolute ruler of our city. Plus, he can lock the city gates whenever he wants, which is annoying. As you can imagine, the Count Duke and his henchmen have been celebrating all day. And you know who loves parties? Me, Adalia de Volador. Oh, now that's a bit ostentatious.
And that lock is impossible to pick. Trust me, I've tried. But do you see those 3 tethers? Each...
Caramba, Saida. You worked that out just by looking at it.
No, I just worked it out on my previous reconnaissance of the palace.
Oh, yes, of course. I knew that. So, how shall we do this? We split up to go pull these levers?
Sure. The first lever is upstairs. Take that door over there. I'll go the other way and take care of the second one.
If you have any trouble, just call out and I'll come help you, alright?
Adelita, you worry too much. It'll be fine.
Ay, por favor.
Hey! What are you doing here?
Don't mind me. I'm no one of consequence.
Hola, tíos! Isn't that the Volador woman? Where's your invitation?
I invited myself.
The city's...
There, I knew it.
That, I'd have expected nothing less from you.
I see you got your lever too. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
None at all, thanks to your diversions. Tell you what, Adelita. How about we spice things up?
Really? I mean, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Let's race each other to find the last lever. First one there gets an extra surprise.
Vale, I love surprises.
Surprise!
Oh, yes! You got the keys before me. Well played. Wait, don't you tell me you're double-crossing me? You said we would work together.
I didn't give you my word. Plus, I was working on this plan before you came along.
Ah, your word, of course. But we want the same thing, don't we?
Not in the same way, Cariña.
Hear me out! First, we need to...
Guards!
Volador, I've been looking forward to crossing blades with you.
Careful what you wish for, monsieur. Tell me, have we met before?
If we had, you would certainly have remembered me. My family is very distinguished. I have been trained in the fencing arts by the finest masters in Europe.
Fencing arts? So not much real experience then.
Proving you wrong will be the highlight of my evening. You know...
Come down here. We need to talk.
Adelita, I'm glad you made it out of here. It's a beautiful evening, isn't it?
Don't change the subject, Zaida. You tricked me.
I'm sorry. I didn't have time to explain. I'll be keeping the keys for ransom.
Ransom? That wasn't the plan.
I know you would disagree, but you have to trust me on this.
Why do you want to keep them for ransom? They belong to the people.
Las ostras malditas. What do you think the people of this city need? Keys or bread? Bread they'll be able to buy with money. All the money the Count Duke will give us for these.
I understand that. But with this new law, the Count Duke will have absolute power here.
Do you think I care for the laws of these nobles? Laws mean nothing when they leave people hungry.
Trust me, I give you my word.
Alright. So you really want these keys, do you? Then show me how much you want them.
Should we settle this with a duel then?
Now this is a language I understand. Follow me.
This garden, isn't this where you and I first met?
I'm glad you remember. It'll be just like old times.
How could I forget our first? You
And I'll win this one, just like last time.
That's not how I remember it. Let's set the record straight.
Oh, God, Princess. Here are your precious keys, Princessa. Now, go on, do your hero thing with them.
Thank you, Saida. And let's do this again sometime. I mean, that's just if you're ever free or...
Just send the word. I'll be there.
Yes, until we meet again. When my brother told me about a treasure map and a deserted island, I thought, Dios mío, Alejandro wants to be a pirate now. But it turns out, the Count Duke has been using an old seaside fortress to hide a hoard of money. Money from bribes and gold that he's been embezzling from the city's people.
Adalia, let me come with you. This will be a classic Volador siblings adventure.
He said, I don't want to put him in harm's way. I told him I'd go alone this time. So here I am, all on my own, about to discover whatever secrets this island may hold. I just keep an eye out for some...
Ah, it's Madame de Volador, I see. To what do I owe the displeasure?
Oh, it's you again, monsieur. Has your daddy cut off your allowance? Is that why you're moonlighting as a treasure guard?
A silly girl. Treasure is but one of the secrets that my associates and I are guarding on this island. They will be delighted to know I bested the infamous Volador woman and sent her paddling back to the mainland in a little dinghy. Lower your...
And so the plot begins once more.
What?
I say the plot begins once more, for it is indeed I,
Por favor, how thick is this plot going to get? How did he even get out of that cage?
As I was saying, the plot thickens once more.
Why are you doing this?
It is I who got to this island first, and it is I who is destined to unravel the conspiracy surrounding this secret treasure.
Listen, you're in over your head. You're going to get hurt.
But I left you the entire city for your adventures. Let me save the day for once. En garde! Without banana. Well, congratulations on passing your final trial. Now you are ready to face the many dangers that lurk beyond these gates. Go forth! Your glory awaits!
Well then, I'm grateful to have had such a thoughtful and considerate mentor as you, El Vigilante.
Really? You think so?
Yes! I mean, who else but El Vigilante could I rely on to prepare a boat for our escape and bring me back to safety once my quest is over?
Ah, sure. El Vigilante will get onto that right away. He'll just lie here for a little bit first.
Dahlia, you wouldn't happen to be following me, would you?
Zaida? No, I mean, it is nice to see you, but... Hang on, are you here for the treasure? You know about it?
Oh, everybody knows about it. Half the city's garrison is here on this fortress, and they aren't the best at keeping secrets. We can split the treasure this time, if you want to help me out.
You know, this treasure is mostly taxes that the Count Duke extorts from the poor, right? We could just steal the treasure, or...
Aye, this again.
we could shut down the whole conspiracy.
No. I can tell when you improvise a plan. It's too dangerous.
As long as the Count Duke keeps using this fortress, he'll just keep stashing money into it.
Or we could sneak in, sneak out. I see, no fuss, no big fight with the Count Duke. And no risking your neck, Adalia.
I can handle myself. Come and see.
You're a skilled fencer, Adalia. One of the... All right. So you can hold your own.
See? Thank you. Besides, I'm not good at sneaking. I mean, not as good as you are.
That's true. You know, if you tried harder with your sneaking, you might have discovered where the treasure vault is.
You found the vault? Es una pasada. How much treasure is there?
More than I could carry in one go. And it's heavily guarded. So I suppose I could use your help. Let's go.
There you are. So, how much further is this vault?
We're not far, but there are more henchmen than I expected. I'll scout ahead and weed out as many as I can for you.
You'll still help me fight the vault guards, right?
Of course. I'll meet you there. I give you my word.
Go in.
Stolen! No! The Count Duke works very hard for it. Plus, courts don't corrupt themselves, you know?
Each coin to pay for your schemes is one that could have paid for food, clothing, and housing.
It already does! It pays for ours! Besides, the more the Count Duke spends, the more it trickles down into the hands of the people anyway. I read that in a book once.
Oh la la! How unfortunate that my sister-in-arms has revealed so much of our plans to you. I am afraid, madame, that I must now ensure your silence in a rather permanent fashion.
Nothing will silence me.
Those useless, incompetent buffoons! I'll burn off their mustaches! I'll fit them to the ears!
You should have known your lackeys couldn't defeat me.
Yes, it would appear they couldn't defeat you. But your clown brother, on the other hand, and that pirate partner in crime of yours.
What did you do to them? If you've hurt them, I'll...
Leave my island now, and I may consider returning them safely to the mainland. It's entirely up to you.
Leave. Dalia de Volador never walks away from a fight. Face me, you coward.
So you've made your choice.
Alejandro! Saida!
Hurrah! Atalia! You found us!
You're alive! It's so good to see you. It's embarrassing to admit, but the Count Duke got the drop on me. Other two, of course, but that was kind of inevitable.
Did he hurt you? Anything injured?
Only my honor.
Just some bruises, but you mustn't stay here. We're bait. You're in the heart of his lair.
Atalia de Volador, ever the meddling hero, the interloper, the thorn in my side. I'm so glad you could join us.
I demand that you release my friends.
Oh, so now you will have me release them, will you? And yet earlier you refused my offer because it would have meant sacrificing your pride. Think on that, Doña Volador.
What will happen to your pride once I have exposed your plans? Think on that, Count Duke.
Think, you say? Think! That's the problem with thoughtless fools like you. You never think. Always rushing into the metal, led by your feelings and never by your reason. People like you weakened our nation with soft-hearted sentimentalism. But the money you would throw away to the poor and the needy, we will turn it towards a greater purpose. To power a glorious and unstoppable war machine! Ah!
To line your pockets, you mean?
To rule the continent and beyond! Ah! We will put warships in every sea, send armies against every revolt. Every mine, field, and banking house will answer to us! We shall rule every kingdom in the land!
What is there to say? Is that what you believe in? You don't even know how sad you sound.
Volador, let's...
I have you now, Count Duke.
Shall we say best of three?
¿En serio? Admit your defeat.
No! Never! Not by your hands!
Look around you! You have nowhere to run and your plan is exposed.
Oh, we're not getting paid, are we?
Oh, what do we do now, Capitan?
Whatever the Count Duke says.
So much for a flawless conspiracy, Count Duke.
Someone's sitting on my hand.
Silence, buffoons! This is all your fault!
Ha-ha! I won't be the one ending up in a cage for once.
Why, you foolhardy, flamboyant braggarts! You think you're better than me? Why do people love you? What have I ever done to deserve this?
Why didn't you tell me you'd be on this island? I'd have come with you.
I knew you'd be here. You always end up where the things get interesting.
What do you mean?
You know, intrigue, arch nemesises, the fate of the nation.
Are you implying I throw myself at danger?
I'm not implying anything. By the way, I'm still not sure you can handle yourself.
I literally just saved you from an evil conspiracy.
You can never be too sure.
Are you asking for a rematch?
I don't know. What do you say?
I say, en garde!